What's up, guys? How are you all doing? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to design, or how I came about this very simple yet unique church flyer. So if you're new to this channel and you've not subscribed, please do consider subscribing and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we make any new upload. I still remain Emmanuel Father, and without wasting most of your time, let's set the ball rolling. Alright, as you can see, whenever I launch our Photoshop, this is exactly how it's going to be looking like. So to create a new document, all we need to do is to go down to create new, click on create new, and then after clicking on create new, click on create new. So after clicking on create new, a dialog box like this is going to appear. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be inputting our parameters for the particular design we want to make. So as you can see, we'll be titling this and I'll be naming this church. Let me just leave it as church. Okay, and my width is set at 7, my height is set at 7. Make sure you're depending on whatever unit you want to measure on, and make use of inches. So you could make use of pixels, but then if you're making use of pixels, I'll advise 2000 by 2000. That's 2000 height or width and 2000 height, whatever, but 2000 by 2000. And just make sure your resolution is on 300, and then you are good to go. So I think everything here is set. All I need to do is to click on create. Alright guys, when I click on create, as you can see, I already have my sized sheet or my sized workspace. So all I'm going to be doing is the first thing I'm going to be doing here is to first of all bring in the background we'll be making use for this tutorial. So all I need to do, like this particular background, I'll drag into Photoshop. There's several ways of imputing a background. You could just go down to file and make use of inserts, or you could just drag inside your Photoshop. So as you can see, it took the shape of my workspace, but then I still want to scale this, meaning I still want to increase this evenly. So to do that, all I need to do is to hold down Alt on my keyboard, left click and drag. Yes, and drag. Yes, this is okay. I could say adjust it, or I could still drag to fit in. Yes, as you can see, yes, this is good for me. All I need to do now is to check this. So after checking this, next thing I'm going to be doing is I want to add, if you've noticed my designs for some time now, I'm somebody that like adding noise to my designs. Yeah, I love the texture, I love the feel. So what we're going to be doing next is we'll be adding noise to the background. So all I need to do is to make sure it's selected on the layer, go down to filter, go down to noise, go down to add noise. Now the noise I'm adding here is too much for me. As you can see, this is 95, but I think we'll make use of 60 will be fine by me. No, 60 is still too much. So I'm just gonna keep reducing till it suits me. Okay, I think 20 is fine, or we could just make it 15. Sorry, you could just make it 15. Yes, so 15 is cool. All I need to do is to check this. Yes, all I need to check this, and the next thing I'm gonna be doing now is I think this is okay for me. I still want to edit this a little bit. So all I need to do to edit this is to go down to this point, and I'm going to select hue and saturation, and then I'm just going to play around with the lightness. I'm going to reduce it a bit. It's too light for me. I'm going to increase the saturation a little bit. Yeah, so this is good for me, guys. All I need to do is to close this, and what I'll be doing next is I'll be bringing in the image of the minister we're going to be making use of for this particular tutorial. So to do that, I'll just go down to where my resources are also, and select this image and just drag into Photoshop. So when I drag and release, as you can see, this is the image we want to be making use of. So I'll just scale this a little bit. Yes, and I'm going to bring it down. I think this is good. This is okay by me. Yeah, but then this I don't want to make use of this. I don't want to make use of this picture like this. I want to desaturate it. After desaturating it, I would like to also make it a little bit popping. So to do all these, all I need to do is to first of all check this. And sorry, before we do that, I would like to group my background, to make it neater. So I just select on the background file and just hold down Ctrl plus G to group. Yeah, then I'll close this. So as you can see, just to make things neater, I'm going to be naming it BG, which is background. Yes, the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to click on that image. Back to the editing aspect, I'm going to edit the image now. So that I'll select on the image, go down to filter, go down to camera raw filter, and once it comes up, I'm going to be making some changes. So I feel the picture is already popping, yeah, but I really want to desaturate it and also make it pop more. So I'll just wait for this to load. This is actually taking time. All right, it has loaded, and what I'll just do is, first of all, what I'm going to be touching is the clarity. I'm going to be increasing the clarity a little bit. Yeah, so this is good for me. As you can see, immediately I increased the clarity, it popped. That's the major change we're going to be doing here. Also, you can also play around with the highlights. Maybe you could increase the highlights a little bit. Also, you could increase the shadow a little bit, yeah, and the texture a little bit. Okay, I even feel this is okay for me. Then to desaturate this, let's make it black and white. All I need to do is come and click where it's written B and W. So I'll just select this and it desaturates it. Okay, this is the way it's looking. I think I still need to add more shadows to it, play around with it a little bit, still play around with the highlights a little bit also. Let's see, no, still reduce it a little bit. Then I feel I could add this the haze a little bit. Yeah, I think this is good for me. All I need to do is to click on OK. Now guys, you just wait a little longer, you just notice the change on the image already. So okay, it's still loading. Okay, yes, the change has been made. So what we're going to do next is we are going to, let me take this up a little. Let me just, I think this is okay, Seth. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is to add noise also to this picture. Someone say I like noise. Of course, I love noise. I just like the feel. I love the texture and all. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go down to filter also, and I'm going to select noise, and I'm going to select add noise also. But this noise is not going to be like the first one. Okay, so I just think I'll make use of 20 here. Let me see how 20 looks. I think 20 is cool for me. I'm just gonna check this and click on OK. All right, the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing in, first of all, before bringing in another thing, let me close this. Before bringing in another thing, I would like to add guides to this design. What guides help you do is that it helps you to go beyond, or it helps you maintain a balance on your designs. So I'm going to be adding my guides. All I need to do is to go down to filter, sorry, not filter, go down to view, go down to new guide outline. Just select new guide outline, and you can see it will give you a dialog box to custom yours. Mine is already custom, that's why it's like this. All I needed to do was to check this margin if it's not checked, put this on 0.3, put all the values on 0.3 from top to left to bottom to right, and I'll just click on OK. Now as you can see, I have my guides. Now I know where to go beyond, and I know how to navigate my way through. I know where not to exceed and where to the place to stay within. So all I need to do is to go to bring in the logo, and I'm so excited for the logo I'm about to use because it's actually my fellowship logo in school. It's the Christian Union. We are also known as the Glorious Family. All right, so I'm just gonna be bringing this in here. And by the way, if you're a student in UNN or you are seeking to get admission in UNN, and one way or the other I find yourself in UNN, please, it's actually a very nice place to be. The Christian Union is actually a very wonderful place to be, a place you never ever regret going to. So you could also join us, and that's by the way. All right, I'm going to be bringing in this logo here, and I'm just going to be checking this. Please, for the record, this is a fictional flyer design. It's not an actual program. It's not a program that's actually happening. I just made use of the logo because I have the logo with me, and I just chose to also make use of it. So it's not an actual program, it's just for the purpose of learning. So all right, what I'm going to be doing next is I'll After bringing this as this, okay, I place it here not to exceed. I can adjust with my arrow key not to also exceed the middle or the border. So all I need to do now is to bring in my write-ups, and to bring in my write-ups, I think I already have my write-ups here, so there's no point typing and typing. So I'll just bring this to one side, and I'll take my text to, after taking my text to, I'll just drop it here. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do now is to be typing or copying all the text I'd already written here. If you've not written yours, definitely you're going to be typing them, but since I've written mine, I'm just going to paste them. So the first one is going to be present. I'll just copy it, highlight this and hold down Ctrl+V to paste. I'll just paste this here. As you can see, it has already written present for me. All right, before then also, please, I don't know, I usually forget grouping my, I always forget to group my image, my some things. Okay, while designing, the first thing I do is to group the background, then group the image. I just group them so that I can understand my design properly. So before I continue again, I'll just click on the image layer, and I'm just going to be grouping it. So I'll just select the image, hold down Ctrl+G to group it, and I'm also going to name it image. Right, image. Okay, I am done titling this. Okay, that was an empty layer, so I'm just going to name it, title it image, and I'm going to continue now. As you can see, this presents, okay, sorry, I deleted the logo. So now I'm going to click the present layer, and in order not to keep selecting the text tool always, I could just hold down this present and hold down Ctrl+J again to duplicate it. Then I'll bring one down and I'll just highlight this. After highlighting this, I'll go to where my text are. Copy fire, copy, and hold down Ctrl+V to replace present. Okay, I'm just going to be doing that till I am done importing all my text, or if you are typing, you're just typing all your text. So I'll just keep duplicating until I'm done doing this. I might just fast forward this in order not to waste our time. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm done importing everything I want to import, and every text actually has its layer. So we're going to edit them gradually, and we're going to make changes to them gradually. I'm going to be starting with the fire, and there's a reason I want to start with the fire. There's a reason why I want to start with the fire. So I'm just going to go to where the fire is, and I'll select the fire layer, and I will just hold down Ctrl+T to transform. I would love to increase the size, so I'm just going to select it and increase the size. Okay, first of all, before increasing the size, let me take okay, let me just increase the size. So I will just increase the size, and I'll highlight it. Then I'm just gonna go to my properties bar here, and I'm just gonna change it to the font I want to make use. I would love to make use of Montserrat. So just type in Montserrat. I'd like to make it of Montserrat extra bold. So I just pick extra bold. Yes. And the color, of course, is white. So I'm not going to be changing anything there. I think this is okay for me. So the fire will be separated, and let me just bring all this together so that to give me enough space to make all my edits. Alright guys, I am done. I will just continue with the editing. All I needed to do was to just shift all the items so that I'll have enough space to do what I want to do. So I'm just gonna put in fire. I'm just gonna increase. Let me still hold down Ctrl+T to increase the size of the fire. Then I'm just gonna shift this up a little. Yes, then I'm gonna bring in conference. Let me select the conference layer. Okay, I'll hold down Ctrl plus T to transform, and I'm just gonna bring in the conference here. I would like to change the fonts also, so I'll just highlight the conference. Double click on, you can double click here to highlight. There's several way of highlighting, but you can double click here, and I'll select this, and I'm gonna change this to Montserrat also, but not the bold version, of course. So okay, I think this is okay for me. Montserrat bold. I'll just hold Ctrl plus T to also increase the size. Hold down Ctrl plus T to increase the size. Yes, and I'll just drag. Yes. Okay, let me bring this down a little. I think I need to increase the size of these things. So I'll just drag here to increase the size, and I'll move it here. Then I'm just gonna select the fire also. Drag Ctrl plus T. Also drag the fire. I want both of them to actually align. So I think this is cool for me. This is cool for me. Bring this. Okay, let me also reduce the conference. So guys, you keep adjusting till it suits you. So alright, I think this is good for me. That's for the fire and the conference, and I'm just gonna select this present, and I'm also going to be changing it to Montserrat regular. Montserrat regular. So let's see. Yeah, I'll be changing it to Montserrat, and I'll be picking Montserrat regular. Let me see how the regular looks. Yeah, I think the regular is cool for me. So I'm just gonna select regular. Sorry, I don't know why this thing keeps being slow. Alright, just gonna select regular, hold down Ctrl plus T to also transform it and bring it here. I want it to rest here, so I'm just gonna increase this a little bit. Yes, and I'll just place it here. Okay, just adjust it, guys, till it suits me. Alright, I think this is good for me. Alright, all I need to do next is to also, okay, first of all, before I continue, I feel like this picture or this images it went up too much, or it's up more than how I wanted it to be. So I'm just gonna select the image layer, and I'm just gonna hold down Ctrl plus T to transform. Okay, just click on OK. If it shows this, then you just bring it down a little. Yes, I think this is good. This is okay for me. Then I'm just gonna group this present, fire, and conference and name it text one. So present, fire, hold down Control, hold down present, hold down present, fire, and conference, and select Ctrl plus G to group it. I'm going to be naming this text one. Text one. Alright. Alright, and I want to be reducing them a little bit. So I'll just hold down Ctrl plus T, and it will highlight the three of them, and I'll just reduce a little bit, and I'll bring it down here. Yes, so, and I want this text one to come below the image, because so that the image will be at the front of the text. So I'll just select text one, and I'll take it below this image, or I'll just take the image above. I'll just take the image above text one. Okay, take the image above text one. Yes, so that it could come to the back of it. All right. And the next thing I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be bringing this, selecting width. So guys, this is the time where you just basically add up your stuff, edit your text and all. So I'm going to be selecting this text, and I'm going to be changing the font to autograph. Orthography. I'm changing it to orthography. Okay. Now Control plus T. Select this. I'll scale this. I think this is in small letter, so I'm going to be making it capital letter. We're changing the W to capital letter. So yes, so this is okay. Hold on Control plus T to reduce. Okay. Now bring it down. Okay, I'll just check this. I'll take in the name of the Pastor Josh. It's with the font I want. Already. So I'll just bring Pastor Josh below this point. I'll just bring Pastor Josh here. Right. So after bringing Pastor Josh down, we're just gonna be bringing the time 8 a.m. prompt. Be changing the font of the 8 a.m. So I'll just select 8 a.m. Highlight it also. Highlight 8 a.m. So this is just basically what we're doing, highlighting the fonts, reducing the size, and placing it where it's supposed to be. I think it won't be wise fast forwarding this part, so I'll just select it, change the fonts to Montserrat, semi-bold. Montserrat semi-bold, and just bring it down here. ATM prompt, the date. So when I'm done doing all these, I could just go down to the text one layer just to maybe make change the fire to another color, because I feel I used a lot of white here. So I could just highlight, okay, not the conference, sorry. I could just highlight the fire, select the fire, highlight it. Okay, highlight fire, sorry, highlight fire, go down to where the color is. Oh, sorry, still going off. Okay, highlight fire, go to where the color is, and maybe pick a yellow color. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think this is cool. Let me make it a bit deep. Okay. Okay, all right. I think this is cool for me. This is good for me. So I'll just click on okay. All right, and the remaining things I need to do, all I need to do right now is to group the remaining text which I didn't group in the first one. So I'll just hold down Control, select the last text here, or I'll just hold down Shift, select the last text here, and select the first text here. Then I'll just hold down Control plus G to group. And I'm going to be naming it text 2. All right, in order for everything to be organized, I'll just name it text 2, and I'll just leave it like that. So as you can see, I'm even already done design, basically done doing most of the work here. So all I need to do next is okay, I feel like this fire and this conference is also down a little bit also. So all I need to do is I will just select the text one, hold down Control plus T. There are two things involved. I either increase it, or let's see, oh, it's already grouped together with the image. Okay, I will select text one, go down Control plus T. This I prefer moving this up a little bit. Yep, I think this is okay. Then I'll just drop this. I'll just check this. I'll also okay. I think with Pastor Josh it's still okay where it is. So I'll just select the logo, also bring it down a little bit also. Yeah, I think this is cool. This is good for me. This is good for me. Okay, let's see the text too. If I could still move it this way a little bit so that the Ethereum coming in, then I'll open it. I can open it. So I'll shift just this width just specifically. So I'll just hold down control, select width and Pastor Josh. So that I'll just only sorry, let me just select Pastor Josh. I can move just Pastor Josh using my arrow key, and I'll also select width and also move it using my arrow key. Yeah, so I think this is okay for me. So guys, there's one more last thing to do. I'll just close back the layer. So there's one last thing to do, and that's what I will be doing now. I'll be looking for the image. Where is the image layer? Okay, I think the image entered into this text, so I'll just separate it back. Okay, I'll be selecting the image, and once I select the image, all I need to do is I would create I'll add a layer. I'll create another layer here. So after creating another layer here, what I'll just do is I'll go down to my gradient tool, and I'll just come here and I'll take this up a little. I'll drag this up a little. Okay, and just why I'm doing this is I want to add another text below here, though I'm going to be typing this. So let me see, just drag it to it like this. Okay, this is okay for me. This is okay for me. Okay, let me still okay, this is okay for me. I'll just drop this, select my text tool, click here, and I don't like the font that I said. Let me just change it before I type. So I'll just put Montserrat. I actually love Montserrat. It's a very, very nice font. So I'll just pick Montserrat, and I'll put, it's more like a tagline or a motto. So 3 dots, 1 2 3, then to make Christ known. Make Christ. That's the slogan of my fellowship, known. Okay, so I'll just take this back in. Then I'm gonna select this particular to make Christ known that I've designed. First of all, let me drop the text too, then I'll bring it down, hold down Ctrl+T to scale. I feel it's still big, I want it smaller. So to make Christ known, and I'll bring it here. Yeah, I think. Alright, there's one last thing left, which is creating some sort of light effect around the this particular image or model. So how we're going to achieve that is that we're going to come down here. We're going to come down here and create a new layer. So we're just going to come down here, create a new layer, and after creating the layer, you're going to select your brush tool. So after selecting your brush tool, it will appear in this form, or you see a round circle. For some people it doesn't show, it's only views like this because their caps lock is on. So if yours is like this, just turn off your caps lock and so it will show like this. Then you can increase it by just right clicking on any space on your design, and this box will appear. Then you could just reduce the size this way, or you could just make use of your bracket button. I think you hold down shift and make use of it. So you could just make adjustment to it here, and after making adjustment to it, I think this size is too small for me. Let me increase it a little. So it's a little bit. Yeah, I think this is okay for me. So all I'll just do is I'll just come here to where my foreground or where my forecolor is. Let me still reduce this a little bit. Yeah, I think this is okay. So I'll just come down to can leave this like this. Come down to where my fur color is, and you could just pick the color you want to the color of light effect you want to give. So I think yellow is good for me. I'll just click on OK, and after clicking on OK, I think I'll reduce the opacity a little bit, maybe make it 35. Yes, so I'll just come down here where this where his face, and I'll just touch here a little bit. I'll just tap here wherever you want to make the light effect, you just tap it a little bit. So I think okay, let me just tap it once. I think this one I did here is okay, or let me just undo and retap. Yeah, I think this is good for me. Then I'll just come down to change my blending mode from normal to screen. I think screen is okay. I'll just click on OK. We're going to be removing our guides. So, and to remove your guides, all you need to do is to simply go to view and go to and select clear guides, and your guides will be off. Then you can export as JPEG for use or whatever you think. So thank you so much guys for watching, and please do well to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.